This message is for the single ladies who are not yet married. This is for you. I just want to advise you as a single girl. And this was the same advice I wished I got as a young girl. So I'm going to advise you and I'm going to tell you something I wished somebody told me while I was growing up. You're a beautiful young girl. You are in 16, 17 years to 18. You already have access to phones. You're already on TikTok, Instagram, and different social media network. I want to tell you something as a young, beautiful girl. Men will waste your life. Men will waste your time. If you are in your 20s, a man should be the least of your problem. If you are in your 20s, that is the best time to chase your dreams and chase your careers. When your parents are still responsible for you, when your parents can still cater for you and pay your school fees, it is time for you to begin to discover that thing you love to do. It's called passion, it's called talent. If you do not discover it on time and you start sleeping around, you would have the wrong orientation to life. As a young girl, I want to tell you something. I know you would have been hearing a lot and seeing a lot on Instagram, but let me just tell you one simple truth. Send this message to all the young girls that you know. Men will not give you anything without using you. And at your age, you are still innocent, beautiful, and intelligent. It is at the age, this peak of 16, 17, 18 in your 20s, that you have the power to create, innovate. The social media have given you that platform that we cannot wait to see the young people do magic. There is so much inside of you that you can do. But the moment you start sleeping with a man, you will get distracted. The reason why some of us did not find our vision on time was because we started having sex on time. I started having sex when I was 15 years old. Yes. The man I was having sex with me when I was 15 years old was the man who married me when I was 18 years old. And I divorced him when I was 21 years old. He took away my youth. I didn't grow up. I didn't even explore. I was stuck to one man that I was lucky enough that he married me. But there was so much I lost because I have been a passionate person right from time. After I divorced this man at 21, I had to start battling child custody. It took me a while, but by the special grace of God, I was able to recoup all the years that I have lost. And that's why sometimes when I talk, sometimes people don't even believe I'm 33 years old because I have survived what a lot of 52 to 70-year-old women cannot survive. So I am telling you out of experience, the moment you start sleeping around with a man, your dreams will begin to die. Your head become numb. You will no longer be able to reason. You can't think. And the easiest and the fastest way to make money is as a young person because your brains are still sharp. It's still very innovative. It's still very enchanting. But the moment you start flirting around with men and somebody starts to tell you that man, 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 and you begin to have this mindset that it has to be a man, these men will use you. I am telling you with every authority that there is nothing you want as a woman that you cannot get with or without the man. You don't have to sleep around. You're still very young to start your life with sex. At your young age, it should be your brains. Because when you have not started sleeping around, there'll be so much creativity, innovative things in your head. You will have a lot to pen down. You will have big dreams. But the moment you start sleeping with a man as a young girl, these dreams will begin to die. Your narratives will begin to change. you begin to feel like if it is not a man, I cannot survive. And that is the birth of prostitution that you have seen around the streets today. A lot of young girls were not born prostitutes, but because they had the wrong orientation growing up, somebody would have told them that if you no follow man, no, you no go feel blue for this life. And one woman who wants to use her life experience to teach you that you don't need to follow man to blow. I use it as a bragging right. As controversial and as crazy as I might seem on the internet, you see sleeping around, I don't do that stuff. Everything you see me do on the internet, I do it and I'm paid. As I'm talking to you right now, I'm being paid. If I raise my head right now, I'm being paid. And the amount of money that they pay me in dollars, I don't think a man can pay me that kind of money in a night if I'm a prostitute. I had to walk myself to this point that I can be sleeping in my house. I can just stay on Facebook now and just do like this without saying a word, and I'm gonna be paid. There's so many ways to make money. Don't let these people deceive you. Don't let them clown your mind and tell you that if there is no man, that's a lie from the pit of hell. I got to this point of my life with my brains. A lot of men are so attracted to me because the first thing they say is, Blessing, you're intelligent. It is my intelligence that attracts men to me before my body. It's just recently when I started playing on social media, twerking or, just catching fun that people started looking at my body. Initially, men don't look at my body, they look at my brains. If I talk, they are wondering, who said this? How old are you? I'm 33. You're like, 30 what? You sound like a 40, 50-year-old woman experience. And that's why I'm using myself as an example to tell you that you shouldn't mess your life up. There is life outside a man, and you will survive, and you can survive outside a man. Don't let society brainwash you so that you don't start messing up your life at an early age. This is the time to build, to find your passion, to be innovative. It is now. Because when a man comes into your life, there are distractions. Why am I talking to the women? Women, we are at the receiving end. Anything that happens today, society will blame you. Especially if you're in Nigeria or in Africa, we don't have laws that protect us. So you have to protect yourself. The reason why people like us sit down here every day to talk is because we understand that there is no law that protects women. So we talk so that you can protect yourself, so that you can avoid some certain things. Most of you have gotten into trouble out of ignorance. And that's the reason why I'm sitting down here to remind you that beautiful girl, your dream is valid and you don't need any man or to pat your leg for any man to be able to get to where you're going to. Just find your vision, find your talent, find that thing that you love to do. The social media, there is so much money to be made here just as a content creator. There are lots of little children that are 8 years, 3 years. See how their parents are struggling to put them on social media now. Imagine you that already have a talent. Social media is the new oil money. Everybody's watching you. They might not say a word, but they are watching you. One day, you would see the true meaning of hard work. Like I used to say, legit they pay. The only thing we say, legit they take time. I wish you all the best. And trust me when I say, when you do something right, you would always be at peace with yourself. I wish you good luck. And trust me when I say, you go blow if you are consistent. Just master your craft. Leave the rest for God.